Live from your local news leader and the Spirit of Community Award winner, this is NBC 10 News Today.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is 6:33 on the dot here on MC10 Today. I'm Adam McAllister.
And I'm Chelsea Jones. We were just discussing toilets.
Yeah, they have this new thing apparently where it's like a plastic wrap over the toilet that makes it less nasty. I'm just telling you right now, if I'm in public, I'm not going to be sitting on that.
I will say, though, the best bathrooms I've seen is Buc-ee's. Have y'all been to Buc-ee's?
I have not.
Oh my God, take a trip to Texas, best rest stop in Texas or across the country. Like the cleanest bathrooms. I would eat off the floor of that bathroom. It's that clean.
No.
It's that clean. No, I'm serious.
Well, no, have to respect his word for it.
Yeah, but never just squat on all public restrooms. The way it goes for me.
I mean,
all right, let's not talk about toilet. Let's switch gears a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about that weather. Of course, it's going to be another beautiful day ahead. We're just going to see an increase in cloud cover because our winds are shifting out of the southeast, which is bringing in some of that moisture in from the Gulf. But despite that, we're still seeing very nice temperatures getting back into the 70s for this afternoon. And we are still witnessing a very beautiful start to our day with a nice sunrise. Currently, temperatures here in West Monroe are sitting at 47 degrees. That is your forecast first.
Well, as of last check, over 500 students and a few teachers at West Monroe's high school went home with flu-like symptoms and even strep throat.
And as NBC 10's Hunter Elise explains, the school's principal is trying to make the message clear that parents, if your child is showing some symptoms, keep them at home.
It was like a plague.
Hundreds out sick at one of Northeast Louisiana's largest high schools.
Well, the first word we got was, believe it or not, was Friday night when our band could not march because our band directors alerted us that they had about 25 members of their band out.
Since last Friday, over 500 students have gone home. West Monroe High even had to bring in another nurse to help their own school nurse deal with the amount of students who've been showing signs of the flu.
It was a lot of people towards the end of the day, like getting checked out, and you can see like everybody today, they had masks on their face.
With so many people out sick, it has one student worried about the amount of schoolwork everyone's missing.
For people to not be at school while school is still in session and missing things, that's not fair for them to be sick, and it's not fair for the school to keep going with everybody sick as much as they are.
On Tuesday alone, another 140 kids were sent home early. School officials say everyone is getting sick due to being in confined spaces in the halls or classroom, causing germs to spread quickly.
If your child wakes up in the morning, overall body aches, headaches, fever, please don't send them to school. Keeping them home will only help school get back to normal in a few days.
In West Monroe, Hunter Elise, NBC 10, your local news leader.
After school yesterday, every classroom was cleaned to try and keep the rest of the school safe. As of now, school will not be closing this week and classes will resume as normal.
Well, on to a crime alert this morning. Police are looking for 3 mass robbery suspects, and police say one of them shot a person in the back. West Monroe Police Department responded to a call around 10 o'clock on Monday night about somebody being robbed and shot. Police say they were called to the 400 block of 2nd Street, and when they arrived, they found one person shot in the back. Investigators were told 3 masked suspects knocked on the door. When the victim opened the door, one of the suspects pulled out a gun and demanded money. Police say once the suspects got the money, they headed out of the house, and that's when the suspect with the gun shot the victim. The victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
New information on a bizarre case of battery and armed robbery out of Sterlington. Police say a couple from Arkansas was attacked, threatened, and robbed by a man they drove to McDonald's. It all started Friday night when the pair met the suspect through a friend in Sterlington. That suspect asked them to drive him to Ruston to meet someone at a McDonald's. On the drive there, the victim says they were told, quote, "Are y'all ready to die? Because I'm ready to kill some people." Investigators say that suspect is 31-year-old Russell Wise. They say while driving on I-20, Wise jerked the wheel, causing them to almost hit an 18-wheeler. Wise is also accused of hitting the driver in the head with a baseball bat and threatening to shoot them. Police say Wise robbed the couple of $120. Wise is facing battery and armed robbery charges.
And new this morning, Monroe business owner Friday Ellis is throwing his hat in the ring for mayor of Monroe. He will challenge incumbent Mayor Jamie Mayo in April's election. Ellis has worked in the city in the engineering department for 5 years and is also a Marine veteran. Passionate about small business development, Ellis says he wants to improve the business climate in Monroe. He says the city is at a crossroads and is in need of revival both economically and spiritually. Ellis also believes the city's two main issues is crime and flooding. With a solutions-based approach, Ellis says accountability and transparency is how he would run his mayorship. He says securing funding to attract industry is a critical component to the improvement of the city. Ellis has been married for 18 years to his wife, Ashley, and the two share 3 children.
Residents in Eudora, Arkansas say they are fed up with their town's water quality. Take a look at these pictures captured from some residents. This is the drinking and bath water that they are having to use. One resident said it's a problem that has occurred periodically and has been going on for several years. They say it's causing them major issues and something must be done.
I've had my water line to my refrigerator clog up because of the brown gunk that's in our water. I've had the line to my shower head to clog up.
There will be a precautionary boil advisory for residents starting today as they do the repairs, and they encourage you to buy your water or boil it before using it, and the advisory will remain in effect until they fix the problem.
The town of Wisner is looking to bring new life and opportunity to its community. Through donations and grants, the town is able to continue the process of its revitalization of downtown. Right now, Wisner is focusing on 2 specific areas. One will be an acre of land right next to the Richland Parish Library Wisner branch, and that will be transformed into a park to give residents somewhere to relax and have fun. The other will revitalize an abandoned building on Fort Scott Street to bring business back to the heart of the town.
We're going to take that building, we use some grant money that we have and restore it, fix up the outside, make it look really good, and have it prepared and ready for a business to go in, or 2 businesses. It's actually 2 separate buildings inside, either a low rent or no rent, something for someone can get a type of business kick-started.
There's also talk of a separate children's music park being built near the new building and park. This would be there would be homemade instruments available to get children musically engaged and inspired.
Well, some exciting changes for our gas card giveaway. If the winner doesn't call, the price rolls over and grows. Every weeknight on NBC 10 News at 10, you have a chance to win free gas. The prize is $50, a gas card brought to you by the Jim Taylor dealerships. And if your name is called, you have until the end of the newscast to claim your prize. And if the winner doesn't call, the next prize will be $100, and it'll grow and grow until the winner calls. Register at Jim Taylor dealerships or go to myraclemiss.com and click on the contest tab.
Now, your local weather.
So we are going to be seeing an increase in cloud cover for today, but despite that, temperatures getting back up into the 70s. 74 here in Monroe, 75 in Ruston and Greenville, 77 in Natchitoches, and 77 in Vicksburg. So again, despite the cloud cover and winds out of the southeast bringing in that moisture, still going to be a very nice day ahead. As for temperatures overnight tonight, thanks to the continued increase in cloud cover, temperatures not going to be dropping as much in some areas, only getting down to 55 degrees here in Monroe, 53 in Ruston. Shreveport could only see lows dropping to about 60 degrees. Not too far behind is Texarkana at 59.
Well, still to come on NBC 10 News today. After Halloween, most skip Thanksgiving and start thinking about Christmas.
I'm not one of them, but whatever. What an enchanted one it'll be for West Monroe coming December 7th. After the break, we'll tell you all about Christmas on the river and all the festive events you can look forward to.